A Barakatah Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim Achakdash, double honors to the apostles, bishops, elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom, true brothers in the houses and byways, doing the work sincerely and faithfully, continually fighting that good fight of faith, Lord willing, we find that number to be the living, alright? So I'm going to start off with a quick clip, and the title of it is Slaughterbots in the Urgent Fight to Stop Them, alright? Now, if you don't know what a Slaughterbot is, it's a part of Esau's AI intelligence system, which these machines are now going to be able to target any and everybody without being programmed to do so. Alright? And I'm going to play 2 minutes of this clip, of an 8-minute clip. But towards the end of the 2 minute, you're going to hear the woman say something to the effect as it can target certain nationalities, certain colors of people, and so on and so forth. Alright? And we know that the time that we're coming into is a time of Jacob's trouble. And who does Jacob consist of? The so-called Negroes, West Indian, Puerto Ricans, and Native Americans. Alright? So when they break it down into nationalities and groups of people of color, who do you think they're coming for, man? Alright? So let's without further ado, let's play the clip and we'll go from there.
Autonomous weapon systems have the capability of deciding to kill without humans involved.
No human intervention at all. It will select that target and engage that target.
This is no longer some sort of distant future science fiction scenario. It's actually right now.
The Pentagon has announced a new initiative to use this technology.
There are so many developments, it's hard to, even keep track.
The window is getting smaller and smaller to stop proliferation.
This is an inflection point for humanity, for both.
And I just want to say, this is fair use for entertainment purposes only. He who have ears to hear, let him hear. And I'll post a disclaimer up as well.
Grave consequences of the future of life if it is not regulated.
In 2017, the Future of Life Institute's Slaughterbots video warned the world of what was to come. That future is now here. In September 2023, the United States announced the Replicator Initiative, a plan to acquire and unleash small autonomous weapons at the scale of multiple thousands in areas such as the South China Sea. These systems are designed to replace humans.
The idea of a machine that functions without human judgment to pull the trigger to kill human beings, that idea itself is quite repugnant.
Then there are legal concerns. Who do we hold accountable? If there are war crimes, if there was an error, algorithms make mistakes.
Trying to build systems that will interpret human behavior and classify humans into combatants or non-combatants is futile. You have a huge amount of complexity and ambiguity, and that is exactly what automated systems are very bad at dealing with.
International humanitarian law means assessment of proportionality. It means to be able to distinguish between civilians and combatants. It means to take feasible precautions in attack. The human role is absolutely essential in making these assessments.
You have here a weapon that allows you on a massive scale to identify targets on the basis of their race, ethnicity, occupation. Autonomous weapon system will empower and enable genocide the world over. The prevention of any kind of weapons, allowing the targeting on the basis of those human characteristics is absolutely essential.
Condanneremo l'umanità a un futuro senza...
Alright, so you get the point. Slaughterbots. And this is the time that we're living in. So this thing, the level of seriousness that's about to be at hand is beyond measure. And you got, again, Israelites out there who aren't really concerned about the scriptures or what the word of the Lord is. As long as they can make their money and you know, subscribe, get their followers to subscribe, and whatever deals or you know, financial gain they got from, you know, YouTube or whatever, they're comfortable here. They don't want to be a part of any other life but this life here in Babylon the Great. All right? So let's go from here, go to a couple of scriptures. This is Matthew 24 and 22. And it says, except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. You see? Now the Lord has given us specific instructions about what he's going to do. All right? He's going to shorten these days. And this is how bad it's going to be out here. It's going to be so bad, the Lord said, for the elect's sake, these days are going to be shortened. Think about it. You know? And the Lord said, his word will never go out void. So if you ain't abiding in the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, then you will not be protected or defended in these days. Okay? Except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. Think about that. This devil is going to have full access, an all access pass to delete any and everything that moves on this planet. Yahweh Shem Yahushai is going to give him that authority. There's going to be no reasoning with these devils, man. And the stage is already being set on every level. You know, here you got the small hats. You know, this dude had a podcast and he had a couple chicks on there and they was talking about the small hats, how to do X, Y, and Z. Now that's going to, it hit mainstream, you know, that's going to be able to put some legislation out there. You had this thing that went down over in New York City. Okay. That's going to push more legislation. Right. And it's all going to come down to being what? Unrighteous decrees. But you people are so caught up in the folly of Babylon the Great, you have no idea what's going on if you're coming or going. No clue. And this is why the Lord had set up the watchmen. All right? The watchmen are going to feed the flock and warn those who are truly and true believers of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. This is what we've been set up to do. Reach out to that small remnant of believers. All right, let's continue. Psalms 37, starting at 1. It says, fret not thyself because of evildoers. Now, just watching the beginning of this clip, these people are evil, man. They're proud of their inventions. They're proud of their accomplishments. They're proud of the technology that they have now acquired via the AI process. They're proud of that. Because now they're not going to have to truly get their hands down and dirty. Okay? So fret not thyself because of evildoers, neither be thou envious against the workers of iniquity. For they shall soon be cut down like the grass and wither as the green herb. And this is why we wait on Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All right? You got a lot of people out there making videos about the things that need to be done, such as raising up, getting a group of men together, and, you know, going out and doing whatever that, you know, they see fit. Fine, you can do that, but it's not going to get you anywhere except delete it. And you people need to understand, you ain't fighting Esau. You ain't putting not a damn ounce of fear in Esau's head, man. I don't give a damn how many people you got marching or how tough you may be talking. Esau is not afraid of you. Okay? He's not afraid of you. Shit, he gonna fight Yahweh Shem Yahushai. as it is written, but yet durst fight. They're going to fight the Lord. And they know what kind of power the Lord possesses. So think about, a group of black men, angry black men, talking about we're going to get together and get one of theirs and do, XYZ to one of theirs. You ain't doing a damn thing, man. You ain't doing a damn thing. All right? But you may plot and scheme, like this woman said in the in that podcast when they were all talking, trying to figure out ways to do away with the small hats. Well, you ain't doing away with the small hats. And this is why the Lord said, for they shall be soon cut down like the grass and wither as the green herb. We of the hopeful elect, we understand what the Lord got planned. We're not going to any other Israelite group uniting and working out in the field, with all types of crazy calisthenics and doing all kinds of madness. That's not what this is. That's not what this is about, man. All right. We being the prophets of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, we have been set up to prophesy the downfall of this place. But the Lord is going to do the heavy lifting when it comes to taking this man down. Okay? Verse 3. Trust in the Lord and do good. So shalt thou dwell in the land, and verily thou shalt be fed. Delight thyself also in the Lord, and he shall give thee the desires of thy heart. Commit thy way unto the Lord. Trust also in him, and he shall bring it to pass. And he shall bring it forth, thy righteousness as a light, and thy judgment as of noonday. Rest in the Lord, and wait patiently for him. Fret not thyself because of him who prospereth in the way, because of the man who bringeth wicked devices to pass. All right? Another wicked device that these devils got going on is this AI, this artificial intelligence. I mean, these devils got robots on the outside look just like human beings, man. Flesh and blood human beings. So all these things that this devil's bringing to pass, we're not supposed to be afraid of these things. We're not supposed to be envious of these things. We're not supposed to be worried about these things. Why? Because as we're reading about resting, trusting, believing, and having faith in Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, that's what's going to get us through. Okay? Because the wicked is his. The wicked belongs to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Verse 8. Cease from anger and forsake wrath. Fret not thyself in any wise to do evil. Verse 9. Sorry, that was verse 8. Verse 9. For evildoers shall be cut off, but those that wait upon the Lord, they shall inherit the earth. All right? So all these things that are going on now, the only thing you can do is trust and believe in Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. We weren't set up and designed to take action like that, to try to fight the fight of taking Esau, Edom down. That's not for our power, man. That's not for us and our power to do. Okay? So clearly, trusting in the Lord is essential for the times that we're coming up and living in. It's essential. Romans 12:19 says, Dearly beloved, avenge not yourselves, but rather give place unto wrath. For as it is written, Vengeance is mine, I will repay, saith the Lord. So we truly understand the instructions that the Lord has given us. Now, anybody outside of the sanctuary of ours, what's their mindset? Their mindset is to round up a posse, as many as they can. Their mindset is to get weapons. And we've seen some of these cats wearing all black, with the microphone, bullhorn, talking about we coming for you and all this other nonsense. But that's the mindset of a man outside of this thing of ours. They know nothing about the Lord. They don't understand about trusting in the Lord. Because their actions is trusting in themselves. Trusting in the unity of some type of brotherhood that they have, built together, where now they feel they have enough manpower to go and confront Esau Edom to subdue him. I guess that's what you want to do. You want to subdue Esau. You want to go down and tell Esau to lay down his weapons, and that you're taking over now. Esau's going to go down right when this country goes down. All right? But until the Lord, puts this in motion, Esau's not going anywhere. He may be the scum of the earth. He may be the bottom of the barrel. But this is his kingdom. And he ain't going nowhere until the Lord come and takes him out or removes him. All right? So the Lord said, vengeance is mine. I will repay, saith the Lord. So what's the Lord repaying? He's going to repay for his servants. He's going to repay for the hope for the elect's sake. All right? So it's not meant for us to repay Esau Edom. Now, do we have a job to do? Absolutely. And that's to prophesy the downfall of his kingdom. And let him know that our Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and his Son are coming for him. That's our job. Okay? That's our job, to let them devils know that the Lord is coming. He's on his way, and he's going to destroy you. This is Zechariah 3:8. It says, therefore wait ye upon me, saith the Lord, until the day that I rise up to the prey. All right? So it's all coming together, and it's all making sense. The Lord is crystal clear on what he's going to do and how he wants it done. If any man out there is going against what the scriptures say, then the Lord's going to take you out of the way. Because now you're becoming part of the problem and not part of the solution that the Lord has set aside for himself. Okay? It says, for my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms, to pour upon them my indignation. All right? We're not going to be able to pour upon Esau our indignation. This is set for the Lord. All right? Lastly, even all my fierce anger, for all the earth shall be devoured by the fire of my jealousy. Hence, when we talk about those thermonuclear missiles hitting America, America is going to be totally engulfed and totally burnt to a crisp till there's nothing left. That's part of the Lord's indignation. That's probably the biggest part of the Lord's indignation, which is righteous anger. The destruction of Babylon the Great via those thermonuclear missiles. All right? And this is what we're waiting upon. This is what we believe. This is why we believe in Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And this is why we're not worried about any of this shit that's going to go down, man. Now, we're men, we're in the flesh. There comes a point where, there's going to be stress upon our heads, maybe for, your mother, your father, your family, or what have you. But at the same time, we understand that the Lord is going to intervene. The Lord is going to intervene. And because the work that we're doing and the things that we've been a part of, may Yahweh Shem Yahushai watch out for brother's family. That's all we can hope and pray for. Because, the time is going to be where once you leave that house that morning, That might be the last time you see your family. And at that point, it's in the Lord's hands. All right? It's in the Lord's hand after that point. Revelation 11:5. It says, if any man will hurt them, fire proceedeth out of their mouth, and devoureth their enemies. And if any man will hurt them, he must in this manner be killed. All right? So that's going back to what we were just reading in Zephaniah 3:8. Waiting upon the Lord. He's going to rise up to the prey. He's rising up to the prey for us. That anger that he's reserving for our enemies is for what? For our sake. He's coming to defend us. Because the scriptures tell you the devil's going to come down having great wrath. In the midst of him having that great wrath, who do you think is going to protect you? Who do you think is going to come and watch over you? No one but Yahweh Shem Yahushai for the hope for the elect. All right? So as we just read in Revelation, if any man hurt them, fire proceedeth out of their mouth and devoured their enemies. And if any man will hurt them, he must in this manner be killed. So to the hope for the elect, we wait upon the Lord. We trust in the Lord. Because the devil's setting all types of scenarios up. He's setting all types of snares up. All right? The agenda and the narrative that he's going to start pushing, and with that AI, ability to, make a man, like speak as if he's truly saying these things. They can lay a foundation with this AI to make it look like a man, is committing a crime without a shadow of a doubt. You're going to be like, oh yeah, he did that. But these are the things he's going to start putting in play, especially against and towards you Hebrew Israelites, man. So trust in Yahweh Shem Yahushai with all your heart, man, and turn not away. And be not fearful when certain things come upon you. Know that the Lord is your guide, and know that Yahweh Shem Yahushai is going to protect you, Lord willing, in those days, in that time period when it comes. You see? So fret not for the evildoers and their wicked devices and their inventions and their unrighteous decrees, because this is what we've been warned about. This is what we've been told about. We've been told that these things were coming. All right? And it's only a remnant of men that are going to adhere to the things that the Lord has written. So with that, I'm going to end it there. So Lord willing, I'm going to see you brothers in another one. I'm going to say shalom.